2, whatever they call it. In my opinion, this is season 3. In my opinion, because in my opinion, season 1 was Prison Confessions. Okay, that's the one where me and Gypsy got married, and of course the last season where we get split.
Ryan Anderson has officially broken his silence, and the internet is captivated by every word. After a long period of staying quiet, he made a dramatic return to TikTok Live, but this was not just another casual stream. His reappearance had a clear purpose: to set the record straight and expose what he believes are blatant lies, particularly those coming from Ken Urker. Ryan did not hesitate to directly call out Ken, making a shocking claim that Ken had actually left Gypsy Rose Blanchard while she was still in prison, a detail that has been largely overlooked until now.
This season, a lot of stuff happens, but y'all just have to watch. Prison Confessions was great. I enjoyed watching Prison Confessions, especially our wedding cupcakes. They were so beautiful.
The revelation immediately sparked waves of curiosity and debate, with many questioning why this aspect of Gypsy and Ken's relationship has never been fully addressed in the media or by Gypsy herself. Ken has always painted their love story as unwavering and consistent, a fairy tale of long-lasting devotion, but Ryan's version of events suggests that there are significant gaps in that narrative, gaps that Ken seems to have intentionally left out. Ryan's live stream did not just focus on Ken's alleged abandonment.
My ex knows how beautiful those cupcakes were. She talks about them still, probably. But that was season 1. Season 2 was Life After Lockup, and I think season 3 is still going to be called Life After Lockup. But guys, it's on Hulu now. It's on Hulu. Honestly, guys, I can't watch it.
He also pointed out inconsistencies in Gypsy's own statements over time, bringing attention to contradictions that had gone unnoticed by the majority of people following her story. His revelations provided a new perspective on what really happened, leading many to question whether Gypsy has been entirely truthful about her past relationships.
What did Gypsy say on that one podcast with Nick Ball, the Vile Files? If you don't love me at my worst, you don't get to have me when I'm at my best. Well, I wish she'd eat those words, re-listen to those, but whatever.
While some may assume Ryan would only discuss his own experiences with Gypsy, he expanded the conversation to include broader critiques of how her story is being told, particularly on the show Life After Lockup. He expressed frustration at the way the series frames Gypsy's new life with Ken, feeling that it deliberately minimizes his own past relationship with her and omits key details that would offer a more accurate picture of events.
I just saw something that said me and Gypsy still talk. I'm just going to do a poll. What do y'all think? Do y'all think we still talk? Red, yes. Blue, no. Just curious. What do y'all think? Red, yes. Blue.
The moment Ryan began his live stream, viewers flooded the comments with one burning question: does he still talk to Gypsy? Rather than answering outright, he made the interaction more interactive, turning it into a poll where red meant yes and blue meant no. This move only fueled speculation, as it was clear he was intentionally being vague.
I'm not really going to give y'all the answer to that, but anyway, just playing. But red, yes, blue, no, a lot of, it's like mixed feelings.
Last year, rumors circulated that Gypsy had visited Ryan's house after eagle-eyed fans noticed a bedboard in one of her live videos that looked identical to the one Ryan had. Neither Ryan nor Gypsy ever confirmed or denied the speculation, and during this latest live session, he once again avoided giving a direct answer. Instead, he simply laughed when people brought it up.
TikTok hat, thank you for that. I love doing polls where y'all don't get the answer to things. Maybe I'll start doing polls where y'all get answers to things, and I'll actually give y'all the answer. But I just love y'all doing the polls. Now it's like I get on live, that's what y'all expect. Y'all expect me to do a poll.
Leaving viewers even more curious about the nature of their current relationship. His reluctance to clarify only deepened suspicions, with some wondering if he was keeping certain details private out of respect for Gypsy or if there was something deeper going on behind the scenes. Others questioned whether he had signed a non-disclosure agreement preventing him from discussing certain topics publicly.
What show? Like Gypsy Runs Life After Lockup, season 2, or whatever they call it. In my opinion, this is season 3. In my opinion, because in my opinion, season 1 was Prison Confessions.
His hesitation left more questions than answers, making it clear that his connection to Gypsy may not be as distant as he wants people to believe. When the discussion shifted to Life After Lockup, Ryan made it clear that he had no interest in watching the show. He admitted to enjoying Prison Confessions, particularly because it documented his wedding to Gypsy.
That's the one where me and Gypsy got married. And of course, the last season where we get split up. And then this season, a lot of stuff happens, but y'all just have to watch.
But when it came to Life After Lockup, he had no desire to see a show that portrays Gypsy moving on with the very man who once abandoned her. He recalled intimate details from their wedding, like the cupcakes they had at the ceremony, and his tone became noticeably sentimental as he reflected on those moments. The way he spoke about these memories suggested that, despite claiming he had moved on, there were still lingering emotions beneath the surface. Looking back at the way things had changed, he acknowledged how surreal it felt to go from being her husband to watching her build a life with someone else.
Prison Confessions was great. I enjoyed watching Prison Confessions, especially our wedding cupcakes. They were so beautiful. My ex knows.
His frustration with Life After Lockup was not just about seeing Gypsy with Ken, it was about the way the show presented their relationship. Ryan took issue with how the series seemed to rewrite history, portraying Ken as the steadfast partner who had always been there for Gypsy. Ryan, however, was adamant that this was far from the truth. He pointed out that while Ken had indeed met Gypsy 7 years ago, he had also abandoned her 5 years ago while she was still incarcerated. Yet, Ken is now conveniently leaving out that part of the story, presenting himself as if he had been a consistent presence in her life. To Ryan, this was not just an innocent omission, but an intentional effort to manipulate the public's perception of Gypsy's past and make himself appear more loyal than he actually was. Ryan speculated about Ken's motivations, questioning whether he was trying to craft a specific image of himself to the public or erase the fact that he had once walked away from Gypsy at a time when she needed him the most. His frustration was evident, and he refused to let Ken get away with what he saw as an effort to rewrite history.
Those cupcakes were. She talks about them still, probably. But that was season 1. Season 2 was Life After Lockup, and I think season 3 is still going to be called Life After Lockup. But
Ryan's determination to set the record straight has led many to wonder if his frustration is rooted in more than just a desire for the truth. Is he simply upset about misinformation being spread, or does he still have unresolved feelings for Gypsy? His passionate callouts, his willingness to recall intimate details from their past, and his continued fixation on her choices all suggest that he has not completely let go. He even referenced something Gypsy once said on Nick Viall's podcast. "If you don't love me at my worst, you don't get to have me at my best." Ryan then questioned whether Gypsy truly stood by that statement, given that Ken had left her during one of the hardest moments of her life, yet she took him back without hesitation once she gained more independence and public recognition. He made sure to emphasize this contradiction, raising questions about whether Gypsy had changed her own standards to justify getting back together with Ken.
Guys, it's on Hulu now. It's on Hulu. Honestly, guys, I can't watch it. I'm just being real with you. I haven't watched it. It's not that I don't want to watch it. It's just I lived it,
Ryan was also aware of how social media tends to dissect and analyze his words, and he acknowledged that people would clip parts of his live and scrutinize them. Because of this, he has learned to be extremely careful with his wording. He has seen firsthand how statements can be taken out of context and used against him, so he now speaks in a way that leaves room for interpretation. This cautious approach has made it difficult to determine whether he is trying to protect himself, protect Gypsy, or keep certain truths hidden until the right moment. His strategic way of communicating suggests that he is playing the long game, refusing to let social media dictate how his story is told.
Let me ask y'all this. I'll do a poll. If it was you, if you were me, let me ask you this. If you were me, would you watch Life After Lockup? Red, yes. Blue, no. If you were me, put yourself in my shoes. Would you watch it?
One of the most surprising moments of the live stream came when Ryan admitted that he had sent messages to Gypsy. However, he refused to reveal whether she had responded or what the content of those messages was. His secrecy around this detail only raised more questions. If he was truly over Gypsy, why would he feel the need to reach out? If he had received the response he wanted, wouldn't he have just said so? His vague response led many to speculate that he still has unresolved emotions about their relationship. Was he seeking closure, or was he hoping to reopen a door that had been closed? His reluctance to provide clear answers only added to the mystery surrounding his true feelings. Things took an even more unexpected turn when people started asking about Gypsy's baby. Ryan's entire demeanor changed in an instant, and he immediately shut down the conversation.
The one preview I seen just bothered me, rubbed me the wrong way was, Ken sitting there saying, "Oh, I met Gypsy 7 years ago." He should have said, "I dumped her 5 years ago and left her alone in prison." I don't know why he didn't say that.
His expression shifted from relaxed to visibly uncomfortable, making it clear that this was a topic he was not willing to discuss. He promised that he would address it one day, but insisted that today was not the right time. His reaction only made people more curious. Was this a sensitive subject for him because it still stings? Was he struggling to process it privately? Or was he deliberately avoiding the topic to prevent unnecessary drama? His avoidance spoke volumes, suggesting that whatever he felt about Gypsy's baby, it was not something he was ready to share with the world. The conversation took an even more dramatic turn when viewers started asking about Gypsy's pregnancy. Ryan's expression changed immediately, and he shut down the topic without hesitation. He promised he would address it one day, but insisted that now was not the time. His visible discomfort suggested that the subject was still a sensitive one for him. Whether it was because it still hurt.
Why did he say that? I wonder why he didn't say that. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have said it either. But it happened.
Because he wasn't ready to talk about it, or because he wanted to avoid unnecessary drama. One thing was clear, his feelings on the matter ran deep. Despite his claims of having moved on, Ryan's actions tell a different story. Every time he goes live, the conversation inevitably circles back to Gypsy, and he never fully shuts it down. His emotions, his frustrations, and his careful choice of words all point to the fact that there is still something unresolved between them. The big question remains, does Ryan still have feelings for Gypsy, or is he simply making sure the truth gets told? And if Gypsy ever wanted to come back, would he take her back? One thing is certain, this situation is far from over. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on all the latest drama. What do you think about Ryan's claims? Do you believe Ken really left Gypsy, or is there more to the story? Let me know in the comments. And if you don't want to miss out on any breaking news, turn on those post notifications so you're the first to know when I drop a new video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!